Morning, my lovelies. So, it's kind of murky today, and I was up late last night. I told you I was going out to dinner, and then I ended up having a long talk with one of the main masculines in my life right now about the deep things. So my energy is pretty drained, but I just felt like I wanted to connect with the energies and connect with you guys and see what I'm going to use. This other deck, the one that I typically use for the divine masculine energies, and see what's going on. When I cut the deck before, I saw the star and King of Pentacles is here too. The Six of Pentacles. It's extremely promising. One of the things that that we were hashing out, or like these types of very earthly matters, and that was yeah, I don't know where my energy is at or where my head is at this morning, so let's just see what's coming out. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so already got a divine counterparts. Honestly, I I don't really know much about YouTube, as a content creator, but I want to learn. I want to lean into it. I was watching a video of a gal who was talking about, and she does more not just tarot, but I think she's a witch. I literally watched one video and she had all these things that she was doing. She was making lists and charts, and another thing was her penmanship was exemplary, and I was like, oh my god. She was just planning content and doing voiceovers, and I don't even know how to do any of that stuff. The King of Cups. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, so I'm dealing with a Scorpio. And yeah, I just need to, this is just as much for myself as for all of us. Let's just see what's going on. And another thing is, so this morning I had, when I'm in the showers, when I'm really connecting, I'm using the water and the just the feeling of cleansing to connect with my ancestors and with the spirit realm, basically. And I got this vision of me on the journey that I'm on, moving and shaking and just trying to have some forward progress with the Five of Cups. It's at the bottom of the deck. Judgment. And I got this vision popped into my head of me in a speedboat, just powering forward and dragging somebody on a tube, which is something I used to do in the summer, and thinking to myself, is this what I want to be doing? And it kind of is, because there's a role for the driver and for the tuber, but then I'm like, when you're in a boat and you're driving, you can kind of like you actually can get that person closer to you or further away or to one side or the other as you move the boat, speed up or slow down. And I was like, I would rather maybe envision this as more that person having their own like momentum, and not just me providing all the momentum. Does that resonate with anybody? So the Seven of Wands, standing your ground. This is where the energy that I was in last night. Challenges, rivalry, defense. So yeah, I mean, what's coming out right now in the cards, so collective, I'm part of the collective too, of course. Oh wow, the Queen of Pentacles fell out again. But then the Two of Wands. Now these cards, they have messages on the regular and the reverse, So I feel more confident in reading reversals, but just in general, the Two of Wands is about decision making and about the paths before you. Kind of, I've heard it described as being at a fork in the road. And another thing about this card, these traditional cards, is that the person in it is holding what looks like a globe. That so other readers I've seen will say that it's like they're watching you on the internet. They are, digitally, sometimes they could say spying, or just trying to get insight into to you in that fashion. So take that for, as it resonates. Could be a masculine energy. In this case, the picture was a man who's keeping a close eye, but from a distance, not necessarily engaging. And you're not knowing this, but they are interested, and they are strategizing and formulating plans, but in their own, heart and mind energy. And this is the Nine of Swords, but it's in the reverse. Opening up, self-pity, opening up. It's like the Nine of Swords is like a anxiety, but in the reverse, it's like a release from that and gaining some sort of clarity. Or swords are still about this mental energy, so it's kind of a all in your head type of energy, but not as, maybe not, and also sleepless nights, which this guy, so like I said, I was up late, and here I am just like wanting to, like, okay, let's have a conversation, but he just would have wanted to keep on, like, keep it going. I'm like, no, I need to go to my own space, and I'm not staying here, person. In your dreams. Anyway, Five of Swords, arguments and surrender. Yeah, no. Well, I really spoke my mind last night in a gentle way. I'm not, I'm not a very forceful person, but I just made sure. Temperance. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, in a kind of serene way. I'm just like, this is a reality, person, guy, and you never know when people, I mean, it's hard for me to know, what are people saying, what they want you to hear, or are they being honest? I don't know. But I'm just going to keep on doing me. That's where I'm at. Like, it doesn't really matter what you say, it's what you do. And that goes back to what we were talking about. Oh, I didn't even talk about temperance. Oh, it disappeared again. But, okay, temperance. It's also Sagittarius energy, which I happen to be a Sagittarius, but it's balance, it's and harmony, and even a type of alchemy. If you look at the picture, the angel in the picture is mixing two things to get them into temper, essentially. And she's got one foot on land. It's got one foot on land, one in the water. It's just it's a very positive card, and the energy is something that all of us can strive for, regardless of our sign. Anyway, I don't read on signs, at least not yet. Maybe something I'll do in the future, but right now I just concentrate on energies. The Four of Pentacles is like holding on for dear life and wanting to control a situation, resources, and things like that. It can be, there's a time for that. There's a time also for releasing and for letting go and surrendering and being okay with the way things, again, no judgment. And judgment keeps on coming. I guess it's in the reverse right now. But so in the reverse, it says failure to learn, self-loathing, and indecision. Kind of like what we've been talking about, just like this. Well, what I was saying yesterday, a kind of a stagnancy. It's just not healthy. Stagnancy is is never healthy unless you are, for your own purposes, taking time to heal and to be in isolation for growth, self-reflection, meditation. Otherwise, you could easily fall into a rut or fall into despondency without realizing it, thinking like, oh, I'm just taking time for this or that. No, you're stuck. You're in stuck energy. The Six of Swords. And it might be time to move away from a situation. It might be time for me also to move away from a situation that is not bringing growth and progress. And now Nine of Swords. The Moon, but in reverse. Okay, so the energies here, there's a lot of things that you could meditate on and just be reflective about. I went to the Spirit. I didn't do the prayer, call in Spirit for clarity and for wisdom, but I do ask for that, for a final message. I gotta go into work and see what, but I did want to get a video out there, especially that I had that thing. And then I was thinking, oh, you know, in my mind's eye, I saw the person somehow in some weird acrobatic fashion, like jet skis pulled up on the alongside. And this is a weird thing because in the past week, 3 different people have mentioned that they went jet skiing to me. And then maybe that was just in my mind, and I was just, all of a sudden, these jet skis pulled up, and the person in the tube hopped, like, it was like they'd done it a million times. They hopped on a jet ski, and then they caught up with me. And I was like, what? That's not a thing, is it? But anyway, I was like, all right, well, let me lean into that energy, because that was not only encouraging, but it was also hilarious. So I'm going to, try and imagine that. I saw strength and the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, and then we had the 4 of Pentacles before. So holding on, strength, patience, control, courage. 10 of Pentacles is a firm foundation, family. And I think there is a time when we can offer like a boost, to other people, as long as we don't let that go on and on and on and let them drain us, and just keep on taking. So there's a point in which we have to establish, boundaries and limitations, what we're going to do. And it's okay. Whatever we decide, there's no point at which you can say, well, they're taking advantage of you, or you haven't done enough. Like, those are 2 extremes. You decide where along that continuum you're willing to go. It's like, this far, this is what I'm willing to do, what I'm willing to contribute energetically to this person, emotionally and practically, in material fashion. And that's where I feel comfortable stopping, and I'm not going to go any further than that. And wherever along there you fall is fine. Nobody can say, oh, well, somebody is taking advantage of you. If that's fine with you, if internally, if it resonates with you to do this, or go to that extent, what's going on in that other person's head is a different story. That's not what you're responsible for. You're responsible for honoring your own self and being true to yourself, and your own energy resources, and your connection with the divine and what your purpose is. So you make that decision, and don't let other people tell you what's right for you to do. It's even, in relationship, everybody's got an opinion. What they say. I'm not gonna I don't want to be crude, but opinions are like, everybody's got one. So anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. And I wish you the best day. I love you all. Bye, my lovelies.